Life is never easy. We will continue to face loss, failure, and uncertainty. But Stoicism shows that we don't have to fall victim to these things. We can choose to stand tall with a calm heart, a clear mind, and a compassionate soul. 2,000 years have passed since the words of Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus were written. Yet their wisdom lives on, as if written for us today. The external world may not change. People may still be harsh. Fortune may come and go. Time continues to pass. But the world within us can change, and from there, true serenity is born. If there's one thing you can take home from these Stoic teachings, let it be this: you can't control the world, but you can control yourself. And in that control, there lies true freedom. 7. Wealth and status are just fragile illusions. Many people pursue wealth, popularity, and social status as if they were the keys to happiness. But the Stoics saw them as illusions. They are fragile and can be lost in an instant, by bankruptcy, scandal, or simply by time itself. Seneca wrote, "The poor are not those who have little, but those who never have enough." True wealth lies in being content with what they have, not in accumulating more. 8. True freedom lies in self-control. Many people feel free when they can do whatever they please. But for the Stoics, true freedom lies not in following their passions, but in controlling them. Those who are enslaved by anger, greed, or fear are not truly free. Only those who can control themselves are truly free. Epictetus, even as a slave, taught that a strong soul remains unshaken even when the body is in chains. 9. Be grateful for what you have now. Amor Fati. The Stoics taught Amor Fati, loving fate. Not just accepting what happens, but truly loving it. This means stopping saying, "I wish my life were different," and starting saying, "I am grateful that my life is as it is." Gratitude changes the way we see the world. The little things we often take for granted, fresh air, a friend, a body that is still moving, become sources of true happiness. 10. Learn to say no without guilt. In life, many people demand our time, energy, and attention. If we always say yes to please others, we will lose ourselves. The Stoics remind us that our lives are limited. Saying no is not selfish, but rather a way of maintaining our virtue and direction in life. Others may disappoint, but steadfastness is a form of courage. 11. Don't be afraid of loss. Everything is on loan. Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself that his wife, children, and even his own body were merely on loan from the universe. One day, everything will return to its original state. With this awareness, we stop clinging too much. Loss still hurts, but it doesn't destroy. We learn to love fully without pretending to possess forever. 12. The good life is a life consistent with virtue. For the Stoics, the ultimate goal is not worldly success, but virtue. The good life is one of honesty, justice, wisdom, and courage. All else, wealth, health, reputation, is merely secondary. Virtue is the core. If we live in harmony with virtue, then no matter what happens outside, our souls remain at peace. 4. Suffering is born of expectations, not reality. Often, the pain we experience doesn't come from reality, but from our imagination of how reality should be. We expect others to always be fair, work to always go smoothly, love to always be eternal. When reality doesn't live up to it, we suffer. Seneca wrote, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." When we learn to let go of rigid expectations, we begin to accept life as it is. Instead of resigning ourselves to it, we stop fighting an unchangeable reality. 5. Don't let others take away your inner peace. Every day, we encounter people who are rude, selfish, or even cruel. It's easy to let them ruin our day. But the Stoics warn us, if we get angry with fools, we actually give them power over us. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, others may treat us unfairly, but you still have the choice not to treat them the same way. Inner peace is our right, and no one can take it away unless we surrender it. 6. Hardship is a training of the soul, not a punishment. Imagine a soldier who always trains on easy terrain, without challenges. When real war comes, he will be devastated. So too will our souls. Obstacles, hardships, and suffering are not punishment, but training. Epictetus said, hardship reveals who we truly are. By accepting hardship as a test, we transform from victims to warriors. We learn that every trial can develop strength, patience, and wisdom. Control what you can, let go of the rest. Epictetus once said, certain things are within our control and certain things are not. These simple words can be the foundation of life. How often we suffer from trying to control something that is clearly beyond our control. Other people's opinions, bosses' decisions, bad weather, even fate. Stoicism teaches us to focus our energy only on the things we can control, our own thoughts, attitudes, and actions. By understanding this limit, we no longer waste energy fighting things that are impossible to change. We learn to accept the world as it is, not as we wish it to be. 2. Emotions come from your mind, not the external world. We often say, "He made me angry," or "That incident destroyed me." But according to Stoicism, it is not other people or circumstances that make us angry or destroyed, but our own thoughts about those events. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If you are offended, it is because you choose to be offended." The external world is merely a trigger. The response comes from within. This doesn't mean we should suppress emotions, but rather understand that we have the power to interpret them. By changing the way we think, we can change the way we feel. 3. Life is short. Memento Mori. Memento Mori means remember you will die. To some, this sounds grim, but for the Stoics, awareness of death is the source of life. By remembering that our time is limited, we stop procrastinating, stop complaining about trivial matters, and begin to truly live in the moment. Every moment could be our last. Do we want to spend it in anger, envy, or regret? Or do we choose to fill it with virtue, compassion, and meaning? The awareness of mortality is the most powerful reminder to live mindfully. Have you ever felt like life is like a raging current that constantly drags you around? There are days when we wake up with heavy hearts, filled with worry about the future, guilt about the past, and anger over things that don't go according to plan. We try to control everything, from the weather to our jobs to the attitudes of others. But ultimately, the more we try to grasp things, the more we feel like we're losing control. In those moments, the ancient teachings of Stoicism offer a path. Not a path to changing the world outside, but a path to changing the world within. Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus lived in times filled with war, betrayal, illness, and loss. Yet, amidst the storms of life, they found a way to remain calm, resilient, and even grateful. In this article, we will explore 12 essential lessons from Stoicism. These lessons are not mere philosophical theory, but practical guidance for navigating the often equally chaotic modern world. Let's start this journey, and who knows, at the end you might find something that can change your perspective on life.